Everything to add curb appeal to your home. Ideal garage doors add a stylish look to your home's exterior. We have more than 1,000 garage door designs to choose from. Get a 9x7 insulated garage door for $549.99 after rebate. Update your garage door with a Chamberlain garage door opener. Our chain drive model comes with built-in Wi-Fi, allowing you to control your garage door from anywhere. Get it today for just $139.99 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous.
Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Straight ahead, a local arson suspect was in court today. We'll have more on his case.
Plus, backlash to a lawsuit against the state's hazardous spills law. We'll hear why a group says it could hold up accountability.
And while one ice fishing season ends, there are new opportunities with panfish. We'll have some information from some local guides as Newswatch 12 starts right now.
Newswatch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jessica Jukic. The man that was arrested for allegedly starting a fire on purpose in a building just west of Rhinelander last week was in court today for an adjourned initial appearance.
34-year-old Chad Bambro is charged with arson and unsafe burning. Bambro appeared by video from the Oneida County Jail. During court today, Judge Michael Bloom and Bambro discussed about receiving counsel for the case. Bambro will be in court again March 27th for his adjourned initial appearance. He is currently still in jail on a $25,000 cash bond.
The man who is facing attempted child sex crimes was in court today for another adjourned initial appearance. 44-year-old Nicholas Glenetsky is charged with attempted second-degree sexual assault of a child, attempted child enticement, and attempted use of a computer to facilitate a child sex crime. Glenetsky appeared by video from the Oneida County Jail. During court today, Glenetsky told Judge Bloom about his steps to get a lawyer for the case. Glenetsky said his fiancée is paying a lawyer to represent him, and they were going to talk this week. Glenetsky will be in court again for March 20th at 1 p.m. for an adjourned initial appearance. He remains in jail on a $10,000 cash bond. Another day of temperatures above freezing.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, I'm seeing some patchy snow out there.
Yeah, hey guys, winter is not done with us yet. Some light snow will be out there tonight, followed by a breakthrough much of tomorrow into Saturday, followed by some more snow later Saturday into Sunday. We'll likely be shoveling that one as well. But for now, in Park Falls, no snow for you yet, but it's coming. It's just to the south of us now, moving north about 35 miles per hour. So here's the big system across our area. The heaviest snow by far will fall across parts of southern Wisconsin into central Wisconsin tonight. Lesser amounts as you go further north this evening. It'll be out of here, though, by early parts of tomorrow morning. Then we'll get a breakthrough much of tomorrow as well. But here's a local radar, and notice the darker blue colors and the banding features in here. That's some pretty good intense snowfall rates out there currently. About to enter Portage County, Wood County, Marathon County, and Adams County. This will slide to the east about 35 miles per hour. All of us will get some snow tonight, but probably a 1 to 2 incher up here. Meanwhile, a 3, 4, 5, 6 inches across parts of central Wisconsin tonight. Temperatures-wise, going to be all snow tonight, though. These will all drop below freezing here shortly, and thus we'll get snow across our area tonight. So our forecast then tonight, though, is light snow and a few pockets of moderate snow. Low temperatures down near 21. Your full forecast is coming up, Dan.
A proposed bill in the Wisconsin Assembly could impose a minimum sentence of 5 years in prison for felons who are convicted with possessing a firearm. State law already bars a person convicted of a felony from owning a gun, but right now 5 years in prison is the maximum penalty. There is no minimum penalty. At a public hearing on the plan at the state capitol last week, the bill's co-authors argued that people carrying guns after being charged with crimes are contributing to an increase in violent crime in Milwaukee and elsewhere. The ACLU of Wisconsin, which opposes the bill, says mandatory minimum sentences disproportionately affect communities of color.
A plan from the EPA is proposing tougher pollution standards aimed at reducing smog, but some industrial groups complain the changes will be too costly. Through the Good Neighbor plan, the EPA would ramp up controls to limit pollution from coal and gas-fired power plants. It would also, for the first time, regulate certain industries in Wisconsin and 22 other states whose emissions affect air quality. Among those who might be affected are industries like cement makers, glass makers, and paper mills. Environmental advocates have praised the plan, while industry leaders say Wisconsin should not be held responsible for pollution coming from outside the state. A Wisconsin advocacy group today held a press conference condemning a lawsuit which they say could undermine a piece of state legislation called the Spills Law.
Right now, the Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce Organization, which is the largest business association in the state, is suing the State DNR and Natural Resources Board, saying the state agencies have not gone through proper rulemaking processes to enforce the Spills Law. Now, that law requires anyone who caused a hazardous spill to clean it up. According to the Midwest Environmental Advocates Group, the law is a bedrock of environmental and public health protection.
WMC's lawsuit, if successful, would make it much more difficult for the state to respond to the spills of hazardous substances here in our home.
Gebart went on to say that WMC's lawsuit would strip the state's regulatory power to hold private companies liable if a hazardous spill were to happen.
The lawsuit would hamper quick response and clear accountability, the very things that the public is demanding right now. And while those demands are being made, Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce wants to move our state backwards.
We reached out to WMC for comment, and we received a response that said, quote, "Our lawsuit has nothing to do with overturning or weakening the Wisconsin's spills law," end quote. A scary scene on a Wisconsin highway, a car swerving across all lanes of traffic before eventually coming to a stop.
The Racine County Sheriff's Office says the driver had suffered an overdose and was unconscious, but they were able to revive her. Kendall Key has the latest.
It's going to be on the shoulder right past the off-ramp.
An out-of-control car on Interstate 94 Tuesday morning in between 7 Mile Road and Elm Road in Racine County. The car bouncing off the median several times. Wisconsin Department of Transportation video showing the car crossing every lane, eventually coming to a stop with an unconscious driver inside.
One unconscious child.
One unconscious child?
Not a child, but a 25-year-old woman, according to Racine County Sheriff's Office. Good Samaritans approach the car to help the driver. They break the window open with a shovel and pull her unconscious body out. Minutes later, deputies arrive at the scene.
Just that North Canada place. Female party, light bulb. Hello? Unconscious, she does have a pulse.
Deputies say they realized the woman was showing signs of a drug overdose. They gave her a second dose of Narcan.
Second dose, but we just have her back right now, breathing.
The woman later wakes up. Racine County Sheriff's deputies arrested her on multiple charges, including OWI.
That was Kendall Keyes reporting. The Leona Wabeno girls basketball team is gearing up for state.
We'll have a look at the send-off this morning after Weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
Visit Ho Chunk Gaming Nakusa to experience exciting action on the hottest slot machines and electronic table games. With big fun, you get bigger rewards while playing with your Rewards Club card. Enjoy special gaming offers, food and entertainment discounts, and more. Hungry? No problem. Escape to the oasis of Swiftwater Lounge for drinks, food, and fun. We'll see you at Ho Chunk Gaming Nakusa, your place to play.
For 25 years, Janet Protasewicz was a prosecutor, fighting for justice for victims of crime, helping people like her, and him, and them. She believes everyone has the right to a safe community. As a judge, Janet upholds the Constitution, and she fiercely guards our rights and our freedoms. Judge Janet will bring change to the court. A common-sense, impartial judge who cares about us. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
To the dentist.
To the dentist. To the dentist.
We're off to see the dentist, the most wonderful dentist of all. They are the whiz of all there is that has teeth involved. If ever a doc there was, these are them because. of the painless care that causes a buzz. We're off to see the dentist, the most wonderful dentist of all.
Good news. This just in. Your Ford dealers have fresh shipments of their award-winning SUV lineup in stock and ready for you to drive home today. Get your hands on a new Ford, the #1 brand in SUV owner loyalty, including Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And now, here's more good news. Now get a 2022 Explorer with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
Well, this should be fun. 3 snow systems are in the 7-day forecast. The first one arrives tonight into tomorrow morning. The second one arrives later Saturday into Sunday. And the third one late Tuesday into Wednesday. Not real big systems, but overall we'll likely be shoveling each one of them. The first one arrives tonight. Here it is out there now. By far, the heaviest snow with this will fall across southern Wisconsin tonight. But some areas in central Wisconsin could see at least 3, 4, 5 inches from this into tomorrow morning. Further north, not so much here. We have mostly clear skies across far northern parts of Wisconsin today, but now the clouds have rolled in and the snowfall is not that far behind. In fact, here's the radar. Notice the darker blue colors now reaching into Marathon County, Portage County, Wood County, southern parts of Price County as well, all moving to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. So all of us will get some snow tonight, but by far lighter snow amounts here, heavier snow amounts there. That's round one. The second one gets in here later Saturday. Visibility is coming down, though. The first burst of snow coming through, light to moderate snow across much of central Wisconsin now. Again, all of this moving this way, so expect snow-covered roadways after sunset tonight. So here it is now, the system coming through the area tonight. By far, southern Wisconsin getting the heaviest snow this evening. That pushes out of here by early parts of tomorrow morning. We'll get a break through much of tomorrow and through much of Saturday. Might be some sunshine here on Saturday morning as well, followed by the next system. This one's going to be a stronger one for north central Wisconsin, likely bringing a widespread 4, 5, 6-inch snowfall late Saturday into Sunday. But for now, though, the advisory for parts of central Wisconsin, a winter weather advisory here for probably 3, 4, 5 inches of snow from Highway 29 south into parts of southern Wisconsin tonight. It'll be all snow with temperatures back below freezing tonight, especially now the sun is setting. We'll have low temperatures pretty much in the 20s area wide, and then not recover much tomorrow. 31, 30 for Saturday, and hang out near 31 Sunday. Look at Monday, though, 26. So overall, the average high temperature or so being about 34, 35. We'll be below that for several days around here, maybe not until Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is scattered snow showers out there, a widespread 1 to 3 inch snowfall, more as you go south, with low temperatures down near 21. For tomorrow, it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. What a week, right? Flurries ending early, turning mostly cloudy throughout the afternoon, with high temperatures near 31, and a gusty northeast wind tomorrow. You're going to feel that throughout the afternoon, with high temperatures tomorrow in the 30s, but that wind will make it feel like the 20s tomorrow, and then overall it's going to be a cooler day, right? And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow that good chance for morning flurries, maybe some light snow through about midday, most likely not with that. Then we get a break in the action on Saturday with a high of 30. Saturday night into Sunday, that system looks very interesting. We probably have that good chance for snow now on Sunday. That looks like a widespread 3, 4, 5, 6-inch snowfall on Sunday, followed by a break in the action after Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday a break as well, followed by what could be another system getting in here late Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Jeff. The number of students transferring from 2-year colleges to 4-year universities have continued to decline since the pandemic. A new report from the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center shows upward transfers fell 7.5% between fall 2021 and fall 2022 nationwide. The trend becomes more noticeable when comparing data from before and during the COVID-19 pandemic. Between fall 2019 and fall 2022, the number of upward transfers fell by nearly 80,000 students. The research center says during the first 2 years of the pandemic, transfer rates fell among the lowest income students.
A gymnasium in Forest County was loud this morning. It was for a pep rally for the Leona Wabeno girls basketball team, who are now on their way to the state tournament. The morning consisted of various activities in the school's gym, followed by a police escort out of town at 10:30. Since the ladies beat Edgar High School on Saturday, there have been 600 apparel items sold. Senior Kaylin LaRock says she's been dreaming of this moment.
It's always the goal to make it to that next level, to make it to state, to win state even. And just the fact that it's here now and it's my senior year, I think it just means that much more.
Throughout the season, the community has shown a lot of support for the Rebels. Grace Krause of the team says this pep rally is a sign of how much work the team has put in.
I think this is very crazy. I feel like since we're having this pep rally and the celebration, it's finally starting to set in and that we're going to state. And I think that myself and my teammates have worked so hard to get to where we are, and I think this is awesome to be rewarded like this.
This is the first time Leona Wabeno girls basketball have made it to state since the two schools combined athletics. Be sure to tune in to our 6 p.m. newscast to learn more about the team. Temperatures may be getting warmer, but there's still time for anglers to get out on the ice.
Just because you can't fish for walleye, bass, or northern doesn't mean the fishing has slowed down. Newswatch 12's Nick Van Zyl caught up with some local bait shop owners and has more. Nick?
Thanks, Jess and Danny. Marsh can be some of the hottest fishing on the ice. Trading tip-ups for tip-downs is what 2 bait shop owners recommend at this time of year.
Most panfish guys, this is what they live for all year round.
Scott Brandenburg, owner of Scotty's Bait in 3 Lakes, says once game season closes, most switch to panfishing.
As ice starts to melt and deteriorate, the water starts going down the holes, the crappies get active.
The switch in species also calls for a switch in tactics.
And what we're doing is going to size 12, 14, 16 hooks and crappie minnows.
Todd Tyler, owner of Eagle Sports in Eagle River, has tips on where to look for crappies and bluegills.
Weed beds from last summer. Other lakes, you'll find the panfish more in the deep basin.
Once you know where to target them and what to use, you'll have to figure out how to get there. But remember, no trucks.
I would recommend snowmobile right now because of the 12 inches of solid snow. However, ATVs, UTVs are all safe as long as you stay away from the channels, pinch points, and bridges.
With ice getting thinner, anglers only have a short time before it's gone for good.
It's time to have some fun on the ice.
If you're not experienced enough to go out on your own, both Eagle Sports and Scotty's have guide services they can connect you with.
Great tips. Thank you, Nick. President Biden has unveiled his budget proposal.
We'll learn how he wants to fund Social Security and Medicare after the break.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge, and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
We used to struggle with greasy messes. Now, we just free, wipe, and we're done.
With Mr. Clean Freak, conquering messes is that easy. Clean Freak's mist is 3 times more powerful, and it works on contact. Clean Freak, just freak, wipe, done.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer Wet Jet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside. And it helps prevent streaks and haze. Wet Jet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 2.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty elevation models.
Us.
This isn't us. Is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other? And when our phones have turned us into this? LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them? We gotta fix this. It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
A convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous. Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is being hospitalized in Washington, D.C. right now. The 81-year-old Republican leader tripped and fell during a dinner at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Washington Wednesday night. He was transported and admitted to a hospital. He received treatment for a concussion and is expected to stay in the hospital for a few days. 4 years ago, he suffered a fractured shoulder after he tripped and fell in his Kentucky home. This is McConnell's 7th term serving in the Senate. President Joe Biden unveiled his administration's budget proposal today in the swing state of Pennsylvania.
The plan addresses key priorities of his administration like child care, housing and climate, and funding for retirement, health care, and disability programs. But those programs like Medicare and Social Security have posed problems for the federal government for decades. And the fight over how to continue to fund them is heating up ahead of 2024. Mike Valerio has the details in the long-standing retirement row.
Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security account for more than a third of the federal budget and provide a critical safety net for tens of millions of Americans, especially retirees. But as the number of people relying on those programs grows, the money is running out.
There's a commitment we have to people to age with dignity, but there's an awful lot of abuse and waste that goes on.
The White House hopes to address the crisis in President Biden's 2024 budget proposal.
I will protect Social Security and Medicare without any change.
The document includes a plan to fund a key piece of Medicare through the 2050s by raising taxes on Americans making $400,000 or more a year and allowing Medicare more leeway in negotiating drug prices.
My budget will not cut benefits, and it will definitely won't sunset programs.
The White House says the budget likewise includes provisions to shore up Social Security and lower Medicaid spending, while also expanding health care access. But with Republicans in control of the House, the plan will be dead on arrival when it reaches Capitol Hill, though GOP leadership insists
there is no agenda on the part of Senate Republicans to revisit Medicare or Social Security. Period.
Just how they plan to tackle the issue remains in question as congressional Republicans prepare their own budget expected in the spring. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Everyone is a winner at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Lucky Streak Sale. Fill your room for as little as $21 a month. Plus, get your scratch-off card in-store for bonus discounts at checkout and special financing for 5 years at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Sue right, Jake middle, me on the left.
Yeah, I knew I'd win.
Are you saying
What's
something?
really happening over there?
I think you're on mute.
There's no substitute for real gaming fun. Go where fun lives. Old Chum Gaming Wittenberg.
Wickersham Jewelry is excited to announce their 2023 Wedding Band Expo. 3 days only, March 9th through the 11th. With incredible savings of 20% on the area's largest selection of wedding bands and anniversary rings. Save 20% on the exclusive Love Story collection. Free silicone band with appointment. Take advantage of interest-free financing options. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
Keep your pup happy and healthy with Menards. Greenies Dental Dog Treats help prevent gum disease, freshen breath, and are fortified with vitamins and minerals to ensure balanced nutrition. A value pack of Greenies Dental Dog Treats are $39.98. Plus, save an additional 11%. Clean up your garage with Lippmann Cleaning Supplies. The 18-inch push broom comes in smooth, rough, and multi-surface models to accommodate your cleaning needs. Right now, it's $8.89 after rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Everyone is a winner at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Lucky Streak Sale. Fill your room for as little as $21 a month. Plus, get your scratch-off card in-store for bonus discounts at checkout and special financing for 5 years at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Well, Jessica, it was kind of quiet here this morning and early afternoon. I think it was because Jeff wasn't here.
Yeah, he has a lot of energy.
I was going to say, where are you going with this?
Well, I want to know, what were you up to this morning?
It's school talk season. So today was my 11th school talk so far this spring kind of time. Up in Minocqua, MHLT, Jeff Canale's class invited me up. About 50 third graders talked weather with me for, I don't know, an hour or two, and that was fantastic. I love it up there. I go back there every single year, so thank you, Jeff, for inviting me out, and thank you, third graders. They were great students today, answered all sorts of questions.
Can you please take some pictures next time? Our viewers want to see that sort of thing. I always forget to take
pictures. It's a thing. I don't get it. But hey, let's go outside now to the radar because we are talking weather, and here is our next snow system. Now, this is impacting the area from south to north across our region tonight. It's going to bring us widespread snowfall, less as you go north. So if you're along the UP border, you may see just an inch of snow tonight. Meanwhile, if you're in Portage County, Adams County, Wood County, Waupaca County, you're looking at probably 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow tonight. So overall, a wide range in snow totals of this event this evening. But it will be out of here by tomorrow morning, and then a pretty nice day tomorrow, and then also for the day on Saturday. But the advisories are posted, and here is our favorite, a winter weather advisory. Basically saying, hey, take it easy out there, especially along and south of Highway 29. This is not the only player in town, though. So here's the 7-day, and it's an active one. We're in a very active pattern once again. So we have that snow out there tonight into about midday tomorrow, a break in the action Saturday. Our next system gets in here on Sunday. It's a stronger one. We'll likely be shoveling that one as well. And then again, probably late Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. So here we are in March. It snows in March, but, 3 systems in a week is a little bit much.
Not spring yet.
He's just like, wait, whatever.
Thank you, Jeff. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back.